Hello, hello. Happy Monday. Oh, I love Mondays. Who else loves Mondays? If you love Mondays, let me hear from you below. I know lots of people don't, but I am a huge lover of Mondays. I always feel so fired up and so inspired after days of relaxing and spending time with the family. So today I'm coming in hot with one of my favorite questions, which is what does it take to be a seven-figure business owner? And I came up with five qualities that between myself, other experts that I have interviewed, and my own clients that are now generating seven figures a year, what qualities stand out the most in us? Right? So for anyone who is like, hey, I've really got the six figures down, or at least, consistent income down, but what's it actually take to be a seven-figure business owner? So here's the top five qualities. Now, there's other qualities, but these are my favorite top five qualities. Number one, it is we choose our perception and our interpretation. Years ago, I had a mentor who would ask me all the time when I was coming up against my own shit, right? Like I had the gibberish, imposter syndrome, whatever might be coming up at the time that had me feeling incapable or not good enough. She would ask me, what's an interpretation here that actually serves you, Megan? And I would now shift that interpretation, and I would live that as truth. Okay, I would live that as truth. So, my interpretation is at this point, my perception of the world and my interpretation is that everything that happens is for me, not to me. And what this does for myself and my clients is it takes us out of victim and into victor, right? Like, oh, what is in this for me? It's not happening to me. I'm not a victim of this. What is in it for me? Okay. And this can be anything, whether I was maybe out sick or someone quit that was on my team, anything that felt like this really big deal, I chose to see as happening for me, not to me. Number two is becoming really neutral versus emotional about the things that I don't like to do or I don't want to do. Okay, this is a big one because as someone who runs two businesses, I have a nice team going on, lots of responsibility, right? It's way different than being like a solopreneur. Lots of responsibility. So instead of going into gosh, I don't feel like doing this today, or my taxes are my least favorite thing to do, or I don't like this. I actually take the emotion out of it. It's not really about how I feel. It's not really about whether I'm jumping up and down. I'm so excited about doing it. It's about being committed, taking the 20 minutes to do that task and getting it done and not being emotional about it. Just neutral. Okay, this is something I can manage. I'm going to get it done quickly and move past it. Number three is stepping into the version of yourself that you desire to be. This is a big one for my clients. They have so many stories about themselves and who they think they are based on the last 5 years or last year's income or what their clients say about them. And so it's really important that they and you and myself every single day we step into the version of ourselves that we desire to be, because if we just wake up and go about our day, well, then we're the person that our kids say that we are in the morning, or our spouse, or the first people that we talk to, or the Facebook feed. And so every single day I'm extremely intentional about who I'm going to be. This was a huge breakthrough for one of my clients who was really stuck in this picture of herself of how her patients have seen her. Well, she's always been this good Samaritan because she doesn't charge very much, and she would just be working any time of the day. She would answer emails and text messages at 9 o'clock at night and work on the weekends and shift her schedule. And so she had absolutely no boundaries because she was really attached to believing that who she was is how her patients had been seeing her. And so when we shifted that, not only did she work way less. She had so much more freedom. Well, when she was there serving her patients, she was on it, right? Like she was in her genius zone, in the flow, and she was no longer depleted. And so each morning I wake up stepping into the CEO version of myself, the badass version of myself, the leader, the mystic that I am, versus maybe who I was yesterday that I wasn't all that proud of, for example, right? Number 4 is making decisions based on where you want to go versus where you are right now. This is a huge make it or break it for entrepreneurs. You get into a particular cozy zone of making money, and then you go, ooh, that's when you quit taking risks because now you're really comfortable. Or maybe you haven't started, and thinking about taking a risk gets you all scared, right? Well, I live my life as a risk every single day. So every choice I make, I decide, is this choice aligning with who I want to be, or is it just creating more of who I am today, right? Because I'm always in progress. And so if I want, I love my life now, but if I want more, right? If I want more freedom, more excitement, more money, I actually get to do things differently every single day than I did the day before. So my decisions are always aligned with who I am becoming, not with who I am. Okay. And then finally, 7-figure business owners always have support. Always. Always. I am so fully supported to be able to run multiple businesses at one time and still be the present loving mother that I desire to be. And so support, whether it be in team and or mentorship, for me it's an and. This is not an either or. I require myself to have a team that supports my vision and a mentor that supports my humanness, right? Because for me to rely solely on myself and only my willpower is inconsiderate. It's inconsiderate to my mission, and it's inconsiderate to myself, right? No way would I put that kind of pressure on me. So I always have a team that is supporting within the home, within each business, and I always have a mentor that is supporting me. Actually, I have multiple. My husband and I mentor with someone that we've been with for going on 2 years now. I have a business mentor. I have a spiritual and health mentor. So for someone who is operating at full speed and creating 7 figures a year and working part-time hours and being a present mom to all of our children and a loving, doting wife, yeah, it requires me to be in tip-top shape, and I would never leave it up to my willpower or only me to be generating this kind of miracle and magic. And so these are the types of qualities that I support my clients in developing so that they can expand their business to 7 figures and beyond. Okay, it's, of course, we have a badass strategy that is always at play, right? And we actually don't want to be using too much of our brain power focusing on strategy. Get one solid strategy. I would love to support you in which one is going to support you best. But find a solid strategy, make sure it's automated and always rolling and happening, and then be developing these kind of skills. It's these skills that allow you to hold the responsibility as well as the privilege of being a 7-figure business owner, of impact, of influence, right? These are the qualities that must be honed. And these are the qualities I support my clients with honing and strengthening and building in my one-on-one mentorship. So if you're looking for someone to support you in really just up-leveling who you are now to be able to hold more, I am welcoming in. I have a couple of spots to receive some one-on-one clients. The way I work is intuitively. I tap in and tune in to your energetic sphere, and I channel what is already there for you, right? We're tapping into future timelines and downloading the exact steps to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. Those steps include a strategy and a system. as well as what micro and macro adjustments can you make personally and energetically to receive that kind of money, to receive this kind of magic and miracles within your business, and enjoy a business that aligns with ease and grace. That comes down to the way in which you be. So if this interests you, go ahead and shoot me a DM, message me freedom, tell me a little bit about yourself, and we can have just a chill conversation and see if we're a good match without any sort of pressure. Okay, talk to you later. Bye for now.